Alright, so I just tried this and then my headset like glitched, which crashed my game. This happens sometimes. So I'm gonna go basic, male, age, just whatever your voice sounds like, and a little bit for your appearance, but don't worry about it. So real quick, show what happens if you go fat. You look bad in armor. Alright, that's what that does to you. Look at that, pudgy boy. Also pudgy boy. you look fat. That's what it does for you. But if you go slim, very slim, you look really good in most armor. Look at that. Yeah. It does nothing to your strength and damage. Nothing. Literally zero. But we go in hard mode. Level 1. Starting level. Burial gift. More health's nice to start with. This fully heals you. Just gives you full mana. It's kind of useless. Nobody ever really uses them. Fire gem could buff my open fire when I get back to the HQ of this game. This gives me more souls. This lets me invade somebody one time. This increases drop chance by a lot for a little while, but this is the best one, and you'll see later down the road. We're chilling with our appearance. No, we're not. We'll change a little bit. Yeah, we will. What am I saying? Well, I didn't want to change it this much. Yeah, get that body hair on there. Yeah, let's be a muscled skinny boy. Face presets though, absolutely necessary. Look at that. Yeah, look at that, man. Fucking A. Alright, we'll go with this one, whatever. Yes, start game. We'll skip this. This is just us waking up from this coffin. So thankfully, times 5 enemies is off. You actually hit faster with that off. 2-ending? I think you hit slower 2-ending. But they're dying to 1 anyways, so we'll deal with it. Could be your fading souls. Kill that nerd. And the first actual challenge of the game is this over here. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. Ah, it's gonna be. We'll grab this just in case we die. Fraud had literally 0 damage we do to this guy. Guy stopped kicking? Goddamn. Stop getting staggered away from me, nerd. To jump down crystal tech's annoying. That one is too. So what's fun is you can actually bait him over here. And he'll fall. Like that. And almost kill me. No, you bitch. I think I'm gonna die to him. Honestly, it's been way too long since I fought one with this weak of a weapon. I don't want to play Dark Souls at all. So for that crystal tech, you have to roll backwards. Alright. So, all lizards in this game, including the small ones and the big one, drop items like that, Titanite, in different variations, scales, shards, and they all level up weapons. Well, it goes like this. It goes shards to upgrade your weapons to level 3, 1, 2, 3, and then large shards, 4, 5, 6, chunks, 7, 8, 9, and then you need a Titanite slab to max weapons to level 10. And then you need Titanite scale, or Titanite scales for boss weapons. So whenever you kill bosses, you can like sometimes turn their boss souls into weapons. And for that you need Titanite scales. And then at level, they only go up to level 5. Level 4 you need a slab. Oh, that's unfortunate. And then for weapons that come already magical quality, like with magical benefits and stuff, you need Twinkling Titanite, which is probably the rarest. Because you can get everything in this game many times. There's not a certain number of anything except for Titanite slabs. There's a limited number of that in each playthrough. I will need these bombs. 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 I go this man, and real quick I will take White Branch off, put on these fire bombs, take that off as I don't need it. So the reason I'm not using my shield right now is because it doesn't really block any damage. I think this one only blocks like 65%. You can actually see that right here. Actually only blocks 41% of physical damage when I block, which is garbage. Which is probably about the same. Yeah, it's literally one less, or one more than the club. When I do that. And when you two-hand stuff, you do more damage with it. Especially if they're strength-based weapons, which this is. So obviously resting respawns all the enemies, but I wanted that slight bit of more health there for this boss fight. And plus the enemies can't follow me in here, so no big deal. Crossbow I can shoot though, which might be a big deal. But we'll see. So that lets me not really be able to do heavy attacks in here because they make me run forward. The buff I did, it's called the weapon art with the left trigger. But it does make my melee attacks do more damage, so it's worth it for that. And you can stagger with it, which is important. She's very good at getting in your face with this build, or with this monster, like this. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Here real quick, throw another bomb. Okay, there's our first boss down. Did use an Estus, which sucks, but whatever. I'm not doing a no-hit run here, so. Whenever you kill bosses, you get that thing in the top left on your health bar back called Ember. It gives you 30% of your max health added. So obviously the bigger your health bar, the more health you get when you're embered. You can also use Embers, the item Embers, to do that. I believe I have none right now. Yep. Those auto-ember you, so if you're about to lose a fight and you're low on health, but you think you can win that fight, you can ember. It fully restores your health. Broken straight sword, what a dream. There's no mechanic to fully repair that and get like a quest item or whatever. So the reason I attacked there, instead of like rolling past that guy, because usually spearmen are fairly defensive. They wait for you to attack first. But that fucker did not, clearly. Homeward Bone, the item I just got, lets me teleport to either the bonfire in there, Shrine Bonfire, which is like the HQ in this game, or to the last bonfire I rested at. That's what those do. So probably just gonna go through here and kill all these enemies. Because free souls, right? Souls is how you level up in this game, obviously. Because I started as a deprived class, which means I start level 1. It's actually very good for me. First of all, I don't have to worry about weight. I fast roll forever, which is the thing in this game, if you have less weight and stuff. But also, I start level 1, so leveling up is super cheap for me. I can go anywhere I want, really. I'll grab that, even though that aggroes those guys. Kill them, grab this ember, and then I will drink an Estus, because I will go fight somebody now. Let me put on this better shield, if I require it. It's not that much of a better shield, but it is better. Oh god. So this guy's Swordmaster, so he's actually a lot harder than the first boss. So he can parry you, which is super annoying. You can also parry him because he's a player. That's what the heavy attack does when you use this ability. So when he does that stance, he can either hit me with an attack with it, or he can parry me. Which obviously lets you hit your enemy pretty hard back. Dodge that, which was super nice actually. Didn't dodge that one. I don't want to knock him off because I do want his stuff. I'm probably not going to use it, but whatever. So if he catches me in a 2-hit combo, which is what happens in this game, if you get hit once, you can always get hit a second time by a player. Certain weapons, no, but most weapons, yes. So I will actually be able to get him here. It gives me a little bit of armor, which is, though it's not that much armor, any armor helps. This game is a system where for each part of your body that doesn't have a piece of equipment on it, you take even more damage. So even if it's like literally a cloth, it helps stop some damage. So it's actually a big deal most of the time. More Homeward Bones, which I never usually use. Pretty good at getting back to the bonfire without dying usually. Dog, I hate the dogs. They're very quick. That's why everybody hates them. Hop up in here. Firelight Shrine. So this is like the HQ, the base of the game. random sad people. Yeah, thanks for the emote, nerd. Put the sword in here that I got from the first boss. And we'll take a rest. Fully heal, check stuff out. This girl is how we level up in this game. You can buy items from this lady. For multiplayer, you have to buy this item. Lets you co-op with people. This lets you fit more people into your game. So usually the limit is usually the limit is 2 allied summons and 2 red summons. So it's usually a 3v2. But with this, you can make it 3 summons, 3 whites and 3 reds. Reds are invaders, that's what everybody calls them. I could buy armor here. I'm not going to, because I'm going to hope for armor from the next area. I did get a Titanite shard. I'm obviously not going to upgrade this club. I don't know what build I want to go for here. I could level up to the point where I could fit these requirements. I would need 1 strength and 6 dexterity, which I probably will, because it is actually a lot better. It's a lot more damage.
Welcome to I belong to this. Very well, then to take note.
So the cool thing in this game is, even if you don't have the strength requirement for an item, if you have half of the strength required for it, if you two-hand it, you get the bonuses of having it with full stats and everything. But if it needs dexterity, intelligence, or faith at all, and you don't have those, you can't do anything about that. It has to be... So yeah, as you can see, I can level up a lot right now. Because of, look how cheap level ups are. Like, starting at level 1, 673, and I have 9,478 souls. So I'm just going to go to the bare minimum for this weapon. 6. Strength, dexterity, obviously, katanas and, like, daggers and bows and stuff. That upgrades those. Strength is for heavier weapons. I'll just put my strength to 12 for right now, because I'm going to be using the katana, so the dex will be upping my damage. Vigor is health. I'll get 2 into that if my D-pad will work. 2 minutes is for your magical energy. Vitality is for equip load. Tons of armor weighs more. Since I'm not wearing anything right now, I'm not too worried about it. I'll be light for a little while. Endurance is your stamina. If I can, I'll get 2 levels into that. Perfect. So, going for a nice well-rounded approach right here.
Farewell.
And now I can equip this without penalty, so it will do full damage. It also does bleed damage. It's that little red icon under additional effects there. The purple one is poison, and the blue one is frost. So now, if I go to my inventory, and I click Y, it shows me my attack power with my weapon, which is currently 131. Which is because the katana scales with dexterity and a little bit with strength, but not too much. Attribute bonus. First one strength, then dex, then faith, then intelligence. Or sorry, other way around. Strength, dex, intelligence, faith. With the club, I'd be doing 6 less damage, so as you can see, it's quite beneficial. Also more range, special ability like that. That's the attack he was doing on me, and he could have parried me with that if he wanted to. The parry timing is harder to hit with a shield. That's the shield. The shield gives you a lot more wiggle room for landing those. And yeah, so that was the tutorial. And let me know if you want me to continue.